What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, March 20th, 2019, and we're headed into work and school for the day. Grant's going over by his mommy salamis, and I'm headed into work. And guess what? No more fever. Grant didn't have a fever last night. He didn't have to take any medicine last night, and he didn't have a fever this morning, so no medicine this morning. I think he's doing much better. He's still got a little bit of a cough, but it could be due to some part of this weather. You know, it's raining and nasty out. He has some gloves. He has a winter hat. And we're going to see what they say. He's got all of his book bag stuff, and his lunch is packed. It's a little bit cold out. It says it's 41 degrees. I forgot to warm up the car this morning ahead of time. I usually start it up. Yeah, Grant has a lot of homework to catch up on, huh? Look at that smile. Oh, somebody likes doing homework. He's really good at doing homework. And somebody's going to lose another tooth pretty soon. Probably over at his mom's again. He's got, his other bottom tooth is really, really loose. And his new one is already coming in behind it. So it's pushing it out. So that's why it's hurting a little bit. Hung up a new picture holder thing in his bedroom. It looks really nice. It's got like little ropes that go across and mini clothespins that you clip onto, and should be nice. So yeah, yesterday I went running, did somewhere around 4.5 miles, probably close to 5 miles total. I didn't start it until after I was done with my warm-up walk. So yeah, I did almost 5 miles yesterday. My knees are starting to kind of feel that impact and all that from being outside. And I met up with my friend Jess yesterday, and she ran too. And then when I was there, I saw my other friend Janet. So that was kind of cool. Her and her family were there. She has a itty bitty baby that she goes running with. Pretty cool. Her and her husband are runners, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'm tired. We slept like logs last night. We were knocked out. And yeah, it was good night. So stay tuned for more. Alright guys, good morning everybody. What's happening? Aw, that's sad. This guy used to have a B5 S4 parked in front of his house. I think he has a shitty Subaru. Aw. So I dropped Grant off, and you know, the other day I found out something. So I have been backing up my external hard drive to my NAS, and then lately I've been rendering my daily vlogs through that mapped backup on the NAS on my server. So I've been working on my server and using the files off the NAS. Well, the other day I plugged in my external and ran the normal backup, and then I went to go look and see, like, alright, well, when was the last daily vlog that I rendered? And there was like a lot of days are missing off the NAS, and I'm like, that might not be good. So I looked at the backup task that I created for my external hard drive, and it's set up as a mirror copy. So that means on the NAS it'll mirror whatever is on the hard drive. Well, when I added or updated the files on the NAS, it didn't copy them over to the hard drive. I thought it was like a when it said mirror, I thought it would mirror two ways, not one way. So it effectively, like, I guess, deleted the damn files off the NAS. And that was like the only copy that I had. I mean, I have since uploaded them to YouTube. But, yeah. So that's not good. I was like, oh, shit, you know. So, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I need to what I did was I deleted that backup task, the mirror one, and I changed it to a different type. I want to say I changed it to incremental, I believe. And I think it'll now just copy over any new files off the hard drive, not just make a mirror copy and whatever. So I think that's how it's gonna work. But I was like a little bit like perturbed by that. I'm like, fuck, dude, like that's not good. So I don't know. I might have to modify my my workflow a bit so I can mitigate any sort of issues like that happening. Probably what I need to do is not work off of my NAS copy backup or whatever. So I don't know. Or save those renders somewhere else. I don't know. I gotta figure that one out. I'm hoping that the new backup schedule task that I created, I'm hoping that fixes that issue, but without testing, I don't know. So I set that up like yesterday morning, and it's still copying. So I think it's doing a fresh, brand new initial backup instead of like analyzing all the files first and only copying over like new stuff. So I mean that sucks because that's what is that, like a 2 terabyte or 3 terabyte external. So it's going to take a while to complete that initial backup run. But yeah, it's been almost 24 hours and it's still going, so we'll see. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else is going on, man. So tonight or this evening, I'm supposed to go visit and meet up with the guy that has the carbon fiber tripod. So he's asking $125 for a carbon fiber Manfrotto tripod. I believe they don't make this model anymore, but I think it's a smaller model than the one that I have for my professional stuff. It still extends as high or whatever, but it's smaller, and I'm hoping it's lighter. So I want it for hiking and stuff like that in Hawaii. So I'm gonna go try to meet up with this guy in River North. It's on like North Wacker Drive today after work. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go, being, I'm basically driving to the city during rush hour, and it's probably gonna be raining. You guys can, I guess, hear it, but it's almost pouring out. So, I was supposed to spend time with Nikki tonight. She was supposed to go with all this stuff, and then her plans got changed. Now she's giving me shit over it. So this is something I've really wanted to do. I want to get this thing. I don't want to let it slip through my fingers. And she's giving me shit over it. So, it sucks. It just sucks. Alright, dude. Let's go. We got an ambulance passing us. Alright, guys. Stay tuned for more. Alright, guys. So, yesterday Grant was feeling much better. He did some cleaning. I took a couple video clips of that, and I paid him. So I figured he did almost as much work as cutting the grass and stuff. He spent probably double the amount of time it takes to cut the grass, but it's cleaning, so it's not as complicated of work. And so I paid him $7. Then he did even more stuff for Grandma and Grandpa, and they gave him $5 more. So I asked him, I said, Grant, we usually save half of our money that we make. What do you want to, when I gave him the $7, I said, do you want to save $4 or $3? And he said, I want to save it all. So he took all of his money and he put it in his little bank in his drawer, and I'm proud of him. And I still have, I don't know how much, over $200 for him in my safe that we're going to go take and put in his bank account. Now his bank account, it's a joint savings account. I believe there's like no minimum because he's a minor and he's on the account, but he's gonna have like over $500 once we deposit this money too. So pretty excited about that. What else? So, you guys know I've been talking about building a pistol slide for over a year now. So what was it, last week? I think it was last week. I finally bought, with my new bonus, an RMR. I bought an RMR 06 Type 2, which is a red dot reflex pistol sight, 0 magnification. Damn sights are almost $500. I got it for $415. So I got it, and it wouldn't quite, the screws wouldn't quite screw down or bolt into the frame or the slide. So I did a quick search about shorter screws or this or that or whatever, and on Amazon for like $15 they had an RMR install kit. Well, that consisted of like a base plate that goes underneath the RMR and kind of seals it more or less, and then different screws. So that arrived yesterday, and I was able to screw it down onto the pistol, and I'm pretty excited about that. It does look like if I want to co-witness some iron sights with the RMR, I'm gonna need to get suppressor sights. Suppressor sights are taller pistol sights. I'm not running a suppressor. Suppressors are illegal in Illinois, and that particular pistol, because of the action, can't have a threaded barrel anyway. So, yeah. Alright, what is up, my friends? Just getting out of work for the day and headed to the city to go pick up this carbon fiber tripod. And everything was smooth sailing until right now. You guys can see just absolute gridlock here. Welcome to Chicagoland during rush hour. It is 4:07, and I have 12 miles of this. Awesome, right? It's saying I should be getting there in about 45 minutes, which total from my work was about an hour. I don't consider that too bad. It's just gonna be a lot of stop and go. So I got some music cranked up. I'm gonna be chilling. I went today and started my pre-tanning. So over my lunch break, went out, signed up, $80 for the first month. It would have been a lot cheaper. I think it would have been like 60 or something like that. The only reason why I paid that much for 3 weeks of tanning is it's the closest and only place near my work. So, I mean, I don't know. I presume I could find a place for half of that. But it is what it is. The only time I can really go or do it is during work or over my lunch breaks and stuff. So, kind of sucks. Probably after this weekend, my running is going to slow down a little bit. So I didn't go running today. Today's a rest day, recovery day, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going today to meet up with a dude to get a carbon fiber Manfrotto, that's the brand, tripod. Now this tripod it was normally $200 new. He's asking $125 used. I don't think they make this tripod anymore, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I just, it's something that I want. I like using tripods for various things, so for landscapes, stuff like that. So, I feel like if we want pictures of the two of us together, we're gonna need to have a tripod throughout the entire vacation. As bad as that sounds, it's just gonna be the way it's gonna be. Otherwise, it's gonna be super close-up selfies, which normally that's fine, except we're going to frickin' Kauai. You're gonna want a little bit of scenery in the picture too. So I'm really contemplating hard busting out my Rotation 180 backpack. It's essentially a hiking backpack with which is like it's a camera hiking backpack, I guess you could call it. It's got a fanny pack type of system that holds the camera and some basic stuff, and then it has a backpack and all that, and I think it'll even hold my hydration bladder too. So pretty badass fucking backpack, and the thing was like $300 or $400 when I got it. So I've been using it for a while, or I should say I've had it for a while, but I haven't had a real like use for it. It's just been it's one of those things where you know, I haven't gone and done much hiking. Look at this fucking bus. Cook County Sheriff. There's probably prisoners on there. There's not a single window on that bitch. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Good luck, guys. That's some serious stuff right there, man. So, we are gonna make this happen. One way or another, get this tripod. I just hope that it's a good quality, works well, whatever, and this guy isn't fucking wasting my time. So, Manfrotto stuff, that's professional quality gear. There's no other way to put it. So this is the type of gear that I want. That's the same brand that I already have. Mine's aluminum or steel or whatever it's called, but mine's the heavier one, which I think goes taller. It's just not conducive to carrying around everywhere or hiking or whatnot. So I'm trying to think of what else that I want to get for vacation, man. We're running out of time here. I gotta find my boonie hats. I probably need or want to bring some ponchos, rain ponchos, just to have those. I don't know what else. I gotta come up with a list of some stuff. We're gonna need sunscreen. I'm actually probably gonna pack some food. Probably gonna bring some snacks and shit, just because that stuff gets so damn expensive. And I don't know what else, but should be good. Should be good. Let me see. Traffic, even worse than my normal ride home. That's nice. Well, I hope the return trip is nicer than this. But trying to think what else is going on, man. There's not much else going on. So tonight I'm going to get this tripod and going by Nikki. Tomorrow I got my first crown appointment through the dentist. So I'm going to be getting 2 crowns through the dentist. It's going to cost me maybe like $1,500 out of pocket or so. So what I'm going to do is just finance that through the dental office and just pay them, I don't know, $130 a month over the course of a year or something. And the goal, if it works out, is to get maybe a couple crowns a year, every year. And I'll be doing that for 10 years or more. So we'll see how that goes. And then, so that's tomorrow is dentist. Friday, I have to stay after work. 5 p.m. we have some server maintenance. I asked Nikki if she'd be up for meeting me at work. And then once the maintenance or work is completed, then we can just go out to dinner or something. There's a mall and a big area like with food and restaurants and shit right by my work. And then that's Friday. Saturday morning I have an eye doctor appointment. Sunday morning is the race. That's the Shamrock Shuffle in Chicago. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Chicago apparently. I'm going to River North right now. So this guy's name is Brett. And I found his ad through Facebook or whatever, Marketplace or something. So if I disappear, I'm going to 111 West Wacker Drive in Chicago, which I believe is River North. I don't know anything about Chicago. I don't know all the neighborhoods and names and shit, but I'm crazy enough to sit in traffic for an hour to go get a tripod. Trying to think what else is going on. So that's it. I got a busy week ahead of me. I need to verify or double check, but I don't know if the RMR that I bought is the Type 2. So, you know, I was talking to Luke and stuff, and apparently the Type 1 had issues with the battery, or the red dot flickering and having some sort of issues and stuff like that. So I was talking to Luke, I'm like, this guy told me, or it was sold as a Type 2 RMR. I'm like, I wonder if this fucking thing was a Type 1. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But, because if so, I want my money back. Because fuck that. Yeah. Alright, so we did it. We made it out of the city successfully. So I am now headed south. And traffic is horrible. I got the tripod. I gave him the full amount that he requested. He even counted it. So, here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But it's a Manfrotto carbon composite. It is much lighter. It's much more compact than my current tripod. And it's exactly what I wanted. So, that thing will be killer with my hiking photography backpack rig thing. That thing has a pocket that would hold that perfectly. Wouldn't even notice that I'm carrying it on my back. Pretty excited though, so that should be good. Trying to think what else. Not much else. So that's about it. But guy seemed like a nice dude, and getting into the city wasn't quite so bad. Getting out is gonna take about an hour. Got about a 38-minute traffic jam that I'm going to be sitting in, and I'm just idling through like 5 miles an hour. So that's everyone just pushing out of the city. So I should be to Nicky's in about an hour. That's not too bad. Just over 2 hours of driving. I took a wrong fucking turn. I didn't have the audio, like I didn't switch my Bluetooth audio. So I was like listening to music, and I couldn't hear the directions from the GPS, and I took the wrong turn, so that cost me like 10 minutes. It sucks. But, yeah, should be good. Should be alright. But this is a really nice tripod. He even included the quick release plate. There's a ball head on it, and it's almost like the same tripod that I already have, just a smaller travel version or hiking version or whatever. So this thing probably was $200 new, and then I don't know if the plate would have been extra, but the plates are $20-30 a piece, and if it wouldn't have had a head on it, it would have been even more. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So stay tuned for more.